Sports Central tonight. Junior Championship. Sri Lanka's Ranitma Liyanage produces a superb performance to overcome India's Rakshita Sri Santosh in the pre-quarterfinals of the BWF World Junior Badminton Championships 2025. Lineup remains. Ahead of the United States Grand Prix this weekend, Mercedes announces that they will continue with George Russell and Kimi Antonelli as their driver lineup for the 2026 Formula One season. Tismus retires. Australian four-times Olympic gold medalist Tismus retires from competitive swimming at the age of 25, ending a stellar career that featured one of the sport's greatest performances. And Westbrook to Kings. Former NBA most valuable player Russell Westbrook is set to sign a contract with the Sacramento Kings, marking the 7th team in his NBA career.
Opportunity. You give yourself multiple offensive possessions until you score. Russell Westbrook going around and through.
From Studio 24C, this is Sports Central. And now, here's Vinut Varnasurya.
Hello and welcome to Other Derana Sports Central, the only place you have to be to get updated about everything in the sporting world, right here at home and around the world. We start off today's updates with Sri Lanka Rugby. Kandy players are dominating the Sri Lanka squad for the upcoming Asia Rugby Sevens to be held in Sri Lanka over the weekend in Colombo. The 13-man squad features 8 players from Kandy Sports Club. Sri Lanka squad is led by Kavindu Pereira, a leading player in the Kandy SC setup. Other members of Kandy SC are Dina Lekanayaka, Chatura Soisa, Gayan Pereira, Heshan Jansen, Suranga Kodituaku, Diluksha Dange and Srinath Surya Bandara. The other squad members are Yahan Mulat Singhage, Kalana Chamudita, Janidu Dilshan, Darshana Dabare and Akash Madhushankar. Sri Lanka's Ranitma Liyanage produced a superb performance to overcome India's Rakshita Sri Santosh in the pre-quarterfinals of BWF World Junior Badminton Championships 2025. Displaying sharp court coverage and precise shot-making, Ranitma sealed the contest in straight games 15-11, 15-9 to advance in style. The matches were played at the Centre of Excellence in Guwahati, India. In the round 32 clash yesterday, Ranitma overcame Lei King Eng of Malaysia. Moving to some local tennis updates now, Damsat Peris and Ashlyn De Silva qualified to the final of the ATF Under-16 Week 2 tournament held in Colombo. The two Sri Lankan junior tennis players will meet tomorrow in the final.
The 18th ATF Under-16 Week 2 Junior Tennis Tournament has been underway at the Sri Lanka Tennis Association courts from the 13th of this month. This morning, Damsat Peris beat Bishman Balaratnaraja in the first semi-final of the boys segment. The two Sri Lankans played some stunning tennis and at the end the scoreline was 6-4, 6-3. Meanwhile, in the second semi-final, Ashlyn De Silva of Sri Lanka beat Yannick Dodamwala of Australia in a one-sided affair. The scoreline was 6-1, 6-2.
Professional golfer Vijitha Bandara maintained his lead at the end of day 3 of Sri Lanka Golf Ranking Tournament being held in Kandy.
Sri Lanka Golf's October ranking tournament continued at the Victoria Golf Resort in Digana, Kandy today. 18 golfers were on the fray at the end of the second round last evening. Vijitha Bandara raked in 74 for a total of 222. Priya Hemantha was closing in with 223 after 3 days of close contest. Meanwhile, Kaya Daluatta, the country's only female golfer to join the battle, was placed 3 and she had carded 224. Sri Lanka's top world amateur golf ranking player Dhanushan Kumar returned a 75 to secure 4th place overall. He is the first among amateurs with a gross total of 224. Next on the list was young sensation Vreshan Algama, who is Sri Lanka's #1 ranked junior golfer. He had carded 225. The two-time national amateur champion Chanaka Pereira was 6th in the list with 225.
Gurukula College Kalaniya booked their place in the semi-final of Division 1 Under-19 Tier A Limited Overs tournament today. They defeated Mahinda College Gaul by 3 wickets in a tightly contested low-scoring quarter-final in Saliyapura, Anuradhapura. Gurukula will now meet Richmond College Gaul in the semi-final. After winning the toss, Mahindra College batted first and were bowled out for 124 runs in 40.3 overs. Manitha Rajapaksha was the top scorer with 36 runs, while Randula Mabarana contributed with 25 runs. Nithupa Sandhi was the chief destroyer with 4 for 23, while Dinet Deshan and Indura Oshada shared 2 wickets each. In reply, Gurukula reached the winning target in 45.2 overs with 3 wickets intact. Janit Mihiranga anchored the innings with the patient 45 not out, while skipper Sri Lanka Nationals cap Dinura Dimanseth made 36. Dinet Deshan also contributed with the bat with an unbeaten 18 runs. Sadev Nethmina posted best bowling figures for Mahindra College with 4 wickets for 36 runs. Now heading into a short commercial break, more sporting action coming right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Other Derana Sports Central. Let's move to the updates from the ICC Women's World Cup now. Pakistan will never know and England won't want to know after they escaped what had threatened to be upset this World Cup craved thanks to the start of Colombo monsoon. Now both teams took a point, Pakistan's first from 4 matches, and England moving them to the top of the table, leading Australia on the net run rate after what had shaped as a thriller ended in a washout, the second in as many days at the R. Premadasa Stadium.
The match was reduced to 31 overs aside. England, unbeaten heading into the match, were without their spin and seam bowling spear hits when Sophie Eccleston and Lauren Bell were ruled out through illness and replaced by leg spinner Sarah Glenn and Seva Lott.
Oh, it gets through. There was no dive there. I think they both left it to each other. There needed to be a dive. Free hit. And there's a sweeper out there, but it's been timed nicely.
But it was their misfiring batting lineup that came unstuck.
Oh, Boulder! Left it. It was
Openers Tammy Beaumont and Amy Jones continued to struggle and both departed inside the first 3 overs of the match.
That is an absolute beauty.
After that, none of the batters passed the 20 runs mark except Charlie Dean, as Fatima Sana and other bowlers started their cameos.
That's a gift, and it's gleefully accepted.
Dean, however, survived for 51 balls, scoring 33 runs.
Had to catch up with it because she nearly ran past it. Oh, hurry! Oh, that might well be done.
Fatima Sana picked up 4 wickets while Sadika Iqbal took 2. At the end of the 31 overs, England could only gather 133 runs, losing 9 wickets. Chasing a DLS-adjusted target of 113, Pakistan were well in control, reaching 34 without a loss after 6.4 overs before heavy showers returned to end the match prematurely. With the 1-point gain, England now leads the standings, passing Australia, while Pakistan remains winless at the bottom with 1 point.
And then into the outer.
Good again, even better. Because that wasn't a full toss, she just opened the face of the bat. Edged, third is up, that will be another boundary.
I'm afraid that little pause has meant another break in play. It's coming down a little too heavy for the umpire's liking.
But rain wins, that is a real shame. England were in a spot of bother at 70 odd for 7. They did recover after a very long rain delay to get to 133 for 9 in the 6 overs after the rain delay.
Moving to some Formula 1 updates now, Mercedes will continue with George Russell and Kimi Antonelli as their driver lineup for the 2026 Formula 1 season. The announcement, which the team had been saying for weeks was a foregone conclusion, comes on the eve of the United States Grand Prix weekend and 10 days after Russell's dominant performance win in Singapore.
Team principal Toto Wolff said confirming our driver lineup was always just a matter of when, not if. Wolff said that they had wanted to take their time, handle the negotiations properly and make sure everyone on all sides was happy, and that he was pleased they had done so. He added that George and Kimi had proved to be strong pairing and they were excited to continue their journey together. He also stated that their focus was now on the final 6 races of this year as they fought for the 2nd place in the Constructors' Championship and looked ahead of 2026 and a new era in Formula 1. Mercedes' lineup was given once Max Verstappen confirmed during the summer that he would be staying with Red Bull. Wolff had been quoting the 4-time world champion, and Verstappen will remain of the interest for the 2027 season. But negotiations over Russell's contract still took some time as he and the team negotiated satisfactory mutual terms. The Briton is the only driver apart from McLaren's title contenders Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris and Max Verstappen to win this season. Mercedes did not confirm the length of Russell's contract, but the new release spoke only of the Antonelli continuing into 2026. Formula One is heading into its biggest ever regulation change next season, with new rules for both chassis and engines, and it is unknown which team will be in best shape. Russell, who has won 2 races in 2025 and is 4th in the Drivers' Championship with 6 races remaining, said, "I'm really proud to be continuing our journey together, and next year will mark my 10th since I signed with Mercedes back in 2017. Antonelli will be moving into his 2nd season after replacing Lewis Hamilton in the team following the 7-time champion moving to Ferrari. The 19-year-old Italian took a pole position for the sprint race in Miami in May and his maiden podium finish in Canada in June, where Russell took his first win of the season.
Aston Martin Aramco's Formula One team unveiled a stunning new car in Houston, Texas yesterday, just days before the highly anticipated United States Grand Prix in Austin, Texas, scheduled for Sunday, 19th of October. The event drew significant attention from fans, media and motorsports enthusiasts as it marked one of the most high-profile launches on the F1 season.
The star of the evening was none other than 2-time Formula One world champion Fernando Alonso, who continues to be a defining figure in the sport. At 44, Alonso's passion for racing remains as strong as ever, despite ongoing speculation about his potential retirement. Before the official reveal, Aramco America's president and CEO Ahmed Al-Mulhem took to the stage to emphasize the deeper meaning behind the project. "This is more than a car design," Al-Mulhem said. "It's a symbol of teamwork." He highlighted how the collaboration between engineers, designers and sponsors represents the shared commitment to innovation, performance and sustainability that defines the Aston Martin-Aramco partnership. The car's new livery was one of the key talking points of the night. With a science-inspired theme, the vehicle features many theories and formulas across its sleek green and black bodywork, a tribute to the precision, creativity and engineering excellence that drive Formula One forward. The United States Grand Prix has been a fixture at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin since 2012, and it remains one of the most vibrant events on the F1 calendar, attracting thousands of fans each year. With Aston Martin aiming to strengthen its performance and reclaim a spot among the front runners, the launch in Houston served as both a celebration of progress and a bold statement of intent for the races to come.
Australian 4-times Olympic gold medalist Ariane Titmus has retired from competitive swimming at the age of 25, ending a stellar career that featured one of the sport's greatest rivalries with American Katie Ledecky.
Titmus confirmed her decision today, bowing out as one of Australia's most decorated athletes with 8 Olympic medals and 4 world titles. The decision came as a shock to her nation and the swimming world in general, as she had long planned a return to the pool to chase more Olympic glory at Los Angeles 2028. Titmus won her 3rd individual Olympic gold medal in a 400-meter freestyle final, dubbed the race of the century at the Paris Games, when she beat Ledecky and Canada's Summer McIntosh to defend her title. After Paris, she resolved to take a year off from competing and training to recharge, electing to skip the World Championships in Singapore and instead cover the meet as a TV commentator. But the return to the pool never materialized. Titmus had undergone surgery to remove benign tumors from her ovaries 8 months before Paris, and she said the health issue had reminded her about having a life outside of swimming. Born in Tasmania, Titmus moved to Queensland in her early teens to be trained by elite coach Dean Boxall, earning the nickname Terminator after sweeping the 400 and 800 freestyle titles at the 2018 Commonwealth Games on the Gold Coast. She then announced herself to the swimming world by beating Ledecky in the 400 at the 2019 World Championships.
Defended her Olympic title. There are her parents and her support crew. Just incredible. 3:57.49.
Heading into another short commercial break, more sporting highlights coming right after this. You are watching Ada Derana Sports Central. Welcome back to Other Than Sports Central. We are moving to the tennis court now. Jannik Sinner put away Stefanos Tsitsipas yesterday to reach the semi-final of the Six Kings Slam in Riyadh, while Taylor Fritz advanced over Alexander Zverev.
Italian Sinner easily handled his Greek opponent, winning 6-2, 6-3 in an hour and 16 minutes. Both players fired some spectacular winners, but the world number 2 came out on top, converting 6 of 10 breakpoint opportunities.
Problem is, if he doesn't absolutely fire the forehand straight away, that's what happens. Sinner with the second shot of the rally, one of the best at redirecting down the line.
Next up for Sinner is world number 5 Novak Djokovic, who was given a bye in Wednesday's opening round.
Ooh. So good. And after day one of the Six Kings Slam, 6 becomes 4. And what a 4 they are. The top 4 players in the world will tilt for a place in the final tomorrow as Sinner overwhelms Tsitsipas.
Earlier, Fritz of the United States earned his spot in the semis with a 6-3, 6-4 win over his German opponent, who is number 3 in the ATP rankings. Next up for the world number 4 is top-ranked Carlos Alcaraz of Spain, who was also given a bye into the second round. The Six Kings Slam is an annual exhibition tournament being played for the second time. Sinner won the inaugural tournament in 2024, beating Alcaraz 6-7, 6-3 and 6-3. Britain's Jack Draper was initially scheduled to partake, but was forced to withdraw due to an injury, opening a slot for Tsitsipas.
Taylor too good for Sasha, and he'll have another tilt at Carlos. Straightforward, straight sets, and straight through to the semi-finals for the number 1 American.
India is set to host the Centenary Commonwealth Games in 2030, the second time in 20 years that the event will have been held in the world's most populous nation.
The city of Ahmedabad in the west of the country has been chosen ahead of Abuja in Nigeria by an evaluation commission from governing body Commonwealth Sport. And the decision to hold the games there in 5 years' time is now expected to be ratified at the organization's General Assembly in Glasgow on the 26th of November. Ahmedabad can boast the Narendra Modi Stadium, the largest in the world, with a capacity of 132,000, which hosted the Cricket World Cup final in 2023. The city has a population in excess of 5 million people and has even been suggested as a potential bidder to host a future Olympic game. Dr. P.T. Usha, the president of Commonwealth Games Association India, stated that they see 2030 Games as a powerful opportunity to inspire their youth, strengthen international partnerships, and contribute to a shared future across Commonwealth countries. The Games first visited India in 2010 when Delhi hosted. It is the second time Abuja has missed out staging the Commonwealth Games, having been overlooked for the 2014 edition in favour of Glasgow. And it also means Africa's wait to hold the event for the first time will continue.
Moving to some basketball updates now, former NBA most valuable player Russell Westbrook will sign a contract with the Sacramento Kings, his 7th NBA team. His agent Jeff Schwartz of Excel Sports Management confirmed the deal yesterday.
The Athletic reported Westbrook is expected to sign the 1-year minimum salary deal today. For Westbrook, this will be the 18th season of a decorated career that has seen him gather 2 first-time All-NBA honors, 9 All-Star selections, and 2 scoring and 3 assist season titles. He's also the all-time leader in the NBA in triple-doubles. Westbrook, a point guard, was a starter most of his career but has been used in a sixth-man role in recent seasons. In 75 games with the Denver Nuggets last season, Westbrook averaged 13.3 points, 6.1 assists, 4.9 rebounds, 1.4 steals over 27.9 minutes and shot 44.9% from the field. Westbrook, who turns 37 next month, has never won an NBA title. He continues to chase that and also has some personal milestones to reach. With 26,205 points, he stands behind only Oscar Robertson in scoring by a point guard. He is 75 assists short of becoming the 8th player to reach 10,000 assists in the NBA. Westbrook has appeared in 1,237 games and averaged averaged 21.2 points, 8.0 assists, 7.0 rebounds and 1.6 steals since the Seattle Supersonics selected him number 4 overall in the 2008 NBA draft. The Sonics became the Oklahoma City Thunder, the franchise with which Westbrook won the MVP award in 2016 and 2017. He also played for the Houston Rockets, Washington Wizards, Los Angeles Lakers and Clippers and Nuggets. The Kings opened the regular season on the 22nd of October at the Phoenix Suns.
Pick up there. So Peyton Watson cuts into the center of the court. Nuggets will reset. Once again, no Jamal Murray at the moment. Questionable to return, knee soreness. Westbrook. Yes!
And with that, we wrap up today's bulletin on Ada Derana Sports Central. Stay tuned as we bring more highlights and action right here from the home turf and around the globe. Well then, until tomorrow, I'm Vinut Varnasuriya signing off. Have a good night.